My family, the matriarch, the patriarch of the family came with a cluster of Congolese people back in the day. Some people say they came as indentured workers. The Congolese people came as. But my family did not come. They came before the indentured workers.
Okay, so they weren't slaves.
They were slaves. They were
Oh.
born into slavery.
Oh, they were born into slavery.
Right? But when he came, he was young. He was a young person. So by the time slavery got over with in 1838.
How long was he here before slavery abolished?
No, like I said, he would have been here possibly about, I would call it about, before it abolished, at least, he would have been here at least about a good 10 years.
Okay.
Right? Because when slavery abolished, he was still young. In Paul Bogle Rebellion, he had a 6-year-old child.
Okay.
Right? And my grandfather would have been born at that time. My great grandfather would have been born at that time too. But the grave in the middle, I'm going to say the same thing again.
The one with the
one with the point.
pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is so distinctive.
Distinct, yeah. It was the oldest grave up here for years.
Okay.
The only grave. Because he had made a statement that he wanted to be buried on a cool shade. Right?
That's like my style.
Bad boy.
I always tell them about the mango
And,
tree. Okay, anyway, family, sit ya. Right. See the graves are under the mango
so
tree.
The thing about it is,
All right.
you can step on graves. they are bongo graves.
Yeah, well, as long as I know it's a family,
Family.
we not no problem. Wow.
Greetings, ancestors.
Yes, manners. But wait,
Greetings,
we look powerful around here, someone.
We're Jamaicans. We're here to pay homage to you.
Okay.
Why they want it big, sir?
It's big and
Okay, so
it's
this
big.
is the ancient.
This
That's the most
is
ancient one.
Kahana.
It's fall.
This is Charles Graham.
Charles?
English. Charles Graham.
Graham. Okay.
Kahana. I bring you as a son, a grandson, a great grandson. I bring you my friends. You are the patriarch of the family, so respect is always due. You get it every morning from me, family. I pour a little libation to you. Now we have rainwater and roots, because we know you didn't drink rum. Sugar water.
Oh, I was going to ask you why it looked like that. Okay.
But it's natural. Roots, vernal roots and rainwater.
Oh,
And this is what I drink, mostly.
okay.
Now this is Kahana. Charles Graham.
So that is how I'm supposed to do mine?
This is the grandson of Charles Graham.
Okay.
Aaron Graham.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Okay.
Aaron Graham. This is the grandfather that lived down there.
Oh.
This is the grandfather. Now, from all here on to this side are basically other ancestors. Now, Aaron's daughter, Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah's son, Emmanuel.
Okay.
Right? Also, Sarah's daughter over here.
Okay.
And Sarah have a granddaughter here.
Okay.
Sarah also have a son here, the latest one that used to live here. Sarah. So this is the newest.
So who is this?
This is Sarah's daughter. Sarah's daughter. And that is Sarah's son. Sarah's son that I'm right here. Sarah's granddaughter.
I have this already.
And if we should bury everybody here,
Couldn't hold.
it couldn't hold. Because I'm related to just about everybody in the swing. However, I made a creed that we should only bury, that's my creed, we should only bury the individuals who come back to assist with the land and prepare the land.
Oh.
And if you didn't live here as a family member, then you find that sex of family that you're related to.
Okay.
Right? We're not trying to break the chain,
Okay.
but we're trying to say, listen, you have to bring some substance to the place.
For
Right?
example.
Now, Kahana or Charles, his son is not buried up here.
Okay.
His son is buried on what we call bottom yard. This is top yard
Oh.
because he's the top. He's the one, the foundation of all of this.
Okay.
Right? So now, if you notice, male, male, male. This is the grandson of him. This is the great grandson of him. This is Charles. This is Charles. Respect to you, Daddy. Respect to you. Pangia Malembe. Malembe, Malembe. Malembe, respect. Man. Yetu to Yetu. We all family. I bring you Yetu to Yetu. 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 This is my father.
Is your dad?
He is Charles.
I know your dad.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
This is Charles' return. When he was named, they say he's the return
Oh.
of Charles.
Okay.
So this would be Charles II. I'll tell you why Charles. Because it's on royalty, right? Under Charles of England, right? He somehow got his name because he was always saying, I'm royalty too. A kahana means royalty. It means not only that, it's from the element of the Gullah Geechee people. Our name is coming from Kemet. All the way from Kemet. So when you study the lineage, he would have been in the Pharaonic descendants, the lineage. Kumina, right, as we call it, is still related to the Kahana, as the Congolese, not only Congolese, but the Pharaonic element coming from the code, the Ba, right? So you find out that my father, Charles Graham, got his name from him, but he's still a Kahana. So you have a Kahana here, a Kahana here, and a Kahana here. And I am the Kahana now. I still carry the name the Kahana. We have one missing, and that's Kahana George. Kahana George is down at the next yard. So in terms of that, when Kumina was kept, he was the one who brought that revival spirit here, right? So we thought it spread all the way through the eastern section. When you hear them talk about Kumina in the eastern section of Jamaica, this is where it starts. This is where it starts. You understand?
At this particular spot?
This spot right here we were talking about. This is one of the spots, right?
Okay.
So in the middle right there. Our family member wanted to build there. I said, no, you can't build there because this is where.
Sacred ground.
Right. And they didn't ask me anything.
Out of order.
They just came and just wanted. And I said, no. I'm preserving this because I want a sanctuary.
A sort of shrine.
When I told them that I want up here to be a shrine, they said, we don't need, they're telling me. I said, listen, the history will die if I don't preserve it.
And what you just told us, you need to document them and laminate them and stick them here so if people can read
That's
that
what
sort
it's
of
gonna
stuff.
be. Because that's what it's called, intangible. Right? You have tangible tourism and you have intangible tourism where it's a story. So my story will be that when you walk up, you read the story. I'll have that on YouTube and all of that. This is what Clinton Hutton got before he did his book. The last book when he did the Sword and the Machete. It was the vibration to understand how the revival and the Kumina work together. And he found out that what Paul Bogle they were doing. Take it time. What Paul Bogle was the church as African Baptist wasn't like your regular European Baptist.
I didn't know that.
They were playing Kumina and Pokomina drum in their churches.
Me think that was...
No, they separate. That's why I said African.
I didn't know the name. I just see that it was a Baptist church.
Yes.
So how did he get connected to where next one name?
George William Gordon.
Yeah.
Their family.
Their what?
Their family.
How?
George, but remember George William Gordon?
No, George
William
Gordon dad was a white man. His mom was a black woman.
Yeah, a black woman.
No, it just can't be just black woman. Where did this black woman come
The
from?
cousins, it's up there them come from.
Yeah,
Oh!
but you have to remember there was like a privileged breed to a certain extent with
No,
the
but
slave
people
master.
used to wonder the connection between that black one and this brown one.
Remember, I say you
And
have
now
a
he's
neighbor
mentioning
working
it.
at house.
The
No,
relative.
slave, old slave,
Old
field slave.
And you they were the old slave and you bring a half grown person.
Remember, it's not even for your picnic either.
You understand?
You
So
just
he ended up being that privilege and grew up in St. Andrew.
Yeah.
You understand? And they could walk across.
Cherry Garden.
They could walk across and come to St. Thomas.
Because some running away, they go on after Paul Bogle did. I think his daughter, they run away.
Yeah.
Go somewhere pregnant.
Once you go into the hills and you go across, you reach St. Andrew.
Yeah.
You understand?
Because after Cedar Valley, down is St. Andrew.
You know, that's why the people say Paul Bogle the walk was basically a part of that. Some say he walked, some people say he didn't go to Spanish Town. But
I heard that some of the journey was walked and some was
yes,
the
because
ride.
you had to walk to get to Spanish Town.
Yeah.
You understand? To catch the train.
Yeah, I think they walk. Yeah,
Walk
and then they
through
take
the
the train.
hills and go down.
And then they take the hills. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what
But
part.
Governor Air never appreciated. Can never talk to them.
No, within that side, he had he had a daughter. He had children who witness and talk about it. The same one, I said 107. She spoke about it. She said she was 6 years old.
Okay.
When the
And the woman who showed the first too, Miss
Miss
Gohagan.
Gohagan.
I saw some relative of her being highlighted somewhere
Yeah.
recently.
We
Miss
started
Young,
there.
that was at Middleton. I think it was her cousin or something like
Yes,
that.
and a couple other persons up there who was attached to it. But like I say, there was a house right here where this,
Where the stones are.
this Kahana, the original Kahana, he raised a little boy, and the little boy was living here. Little boy, Minot. So the Minot now married to one of his daughter, right? And you ever Melda Minot, the Kumina Queen from
No.
Lethal?
No.
Yeah, you hear of Queenie? Now, Queenie was, Melda Minot was before Queenie,
Oh,
and she's immortalized in songs.
okay.
Kumina songs you talk about, you hear about Melda Minot.
Okay.
So Melda Minot was Virginia Graham, his daughter,
Oh,
right? His daughter. So when you go to Lethal, that's a different set of group over there. Because when he came in, he came with some armor bearers. He didn't just come, so they know that he was the individual was up there. But he had a lot of persons around him. That's why some of them went up in Trinityville, some of them went to Arcadia, some of them went to different places.
Okay, let's
But
get
whenever Kuminesk is being
They come
kept here,
together.
the drum sound. And then this one send the drum on
And
and
further.
on. And then everybody know Kumina is in
Wood
here.
bone. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That was more or less a telegram.
The tail.
Yeah.
Now, he was Kahana. Then you have Butu, was is the individuals who came with the armor bearer. Then you have Malekebula,
Okay.
who came with him, right? So now, they spread
So
it-
he came directly from Africa?
yes,
Okay.
straight from Africa. That's why we bring it. I'm telling you, up until not too, I still speak some of the language that water.
And
down
it
to
is
me.
his heritage Pernel stole.
Yes. When he come on top, he's a chief.
That cross.
The chief. Right?
Curse
The
Pernel
chief in the
Charles.
sense that he was the one who, because Kumina was
But
the
he
biggest.
didn't know anything about all of you're telling us.
Pernel Charles. But nobody never.
Then who dare him
It's
come
not
as a
that they
chief?
don't know. He's not from here. People from here know, but he didn't.
Then why they never refute it?
Nobody
but-
can. They look at him as chief because at the time he might have been the MP. So the MP now, it would have been the one that governed the place.
But
Come
it's
here.
illegal.
But he's not necessarily, he's a chief like an African chief.
But African it's illegal.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, I don't look at it. So I look at it in the sense that when I went and I remember telling somebody my name, I said, Kahana. I said, you're Kahana? It was a Senegal guy from Senegal. And the guy started to prostate. I said, you know how powerful you are. You're just as powerful as Bob Marley. And I said, really? The guy said, listen, Kahana or Kahani means, first of all, it means king. It means advisor. It means teacher. It means one who can see.
Village lawyer.
Now, I already know these things, but when he was actually telling me,
You never know somebody else.
Something
know.
else.
and I'm saying, whoa, it wasn't just something I hear through the lineage. It was real.
Real, yeah.
So I don't walk around and tell people that. You know that I do have a prominent that. I
No,
try
you don't
my
do
best.
that.
I try to act upon that.
People who are up there, they are humble. They humble themselves.
Right.
They don't really go around and find no fire, you know.
Right. So the whole thing about it is, I pass this on to my daughters. They know about it, and this is where it is right now. My younger daughter, she's into African spirituality, and she's really looking at it from the African standpoint. You understand? So I say good, because she's trying to make a connection with what's happening here, and I say study that. I really direct her to areas where she can get information. So that's good. My oldest daughter now, of course, Crystal, is a doctor, and she's doing it with the element of still working with, because she's them have nothing to do with Christianity, because they understand themselves. You know what I'm saying? We know that they actually came and turned the thing around, and that even our little children are studying chematology right now. They teach it in school up here.
Where's she based?
She's in Chicago area.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay.
She right, and they're teaching them. Dad, and they're not teaching that to our children here.
But if they're not
Okay.
teaching Garveyism here, why do they not teach that here? What's wrong with these people?
So you know,
Okay.
they demonize the culture, definitely. If you want to be some more drum, be some more drums, man.
No, I just want to acknowledge, give thanks for having brought us amongst the family,
Safely.
amongst our ancestors. I've taken, and I'm sure, because obviously it's on record, those which have heard are also thankful, grateful for the sacrifices which have been made, and it's important. And again, the history that has been given, the significance of this
Spot of land.
pivotal point in the history of Jamaica, in our ancestry, as to how it links us back to Africa. So I'm hoping, and I'm sincerely asking of the family favor to assist us in this particular
to get the history
time,
together for the next
in order to
generation.
deal not just with the history, but the revolution that is now also necessary, that the generations after generations
Can
will
appreciate it.
continue
Yeah.
the fight, and also to appreciate, that nothing in this world is new.
Yeah,
That
nothing
which
new.
is upside down, we need to reverse the
Reverse.
brainwashing,
Exactly.
and that is part of our our duty at this time. Yeah, so I'd like to just say thank you. I feel comfortable.
And the summary of the visit is for us as African
I
ancestors
feel
to find
comfortable.
ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Find
We're that
ourselves. Because
yeah.
once we find ourselves, everything is good.
We are all
Yeah.
Africans,
We're-
and
we're-
the key
we're-
component is to know ourselves.
Selves.
And it's only when we go back to the spirituality, the
Where we
African
belong, that is when we
spirituality,
know ourselves,
we
right?
can actually open the door of knowing ourselves and know that, listen, we when a man provides, he provides for his woman just the same, and that the woman is very important. Because I've done the analogy and said, wait a minute, Kahana had a wife and he grew up that way. He had one son. His one son had a wife, he grew up that way. They had one son. It come down to, I said, wait a minute, I am the only one without a wife. But the times have changed.
Change.
But separate and apart from that, I'm looking into the Rasta setting. Rasta man will run around with him other sister and wife, Him stick to him wife and make it happen for them. You
But you see,
understand?
of course you know that the Rasta,
Because spiritually,
Exactly.
it's wrong to run around with him other
and it
female
came
friend.
out of the family. The
Yeah.
family is where you pull it together. You understand that? They had family. They had family. Family was important. And one of the reasons why it was important, when he actually decided to get land, he got enough land that he can preserve it. And this literally, what I heard was that my grandfather, this one said, listen, when you get older, the land is going to be yours. I asked, why? He said, somehow, when the male have the land, then it goes with the name. And it doesn't
transcends.
split up as much. It doesn't split up. But what I decided to do, I want it to be something that's an earner for everyone. It's more or less like an estate where I can
And trust
trust. I benefit from it, but also others are
generations
benefiting.
to come.
I don't just want individuals who can't actually bring something to the table to come in, and then it's like if you are out and you're needed, yes. But we want people who are going to build,
Spiritual mind.
right?
No, appreciate what is
Well,
going on.
I definitely see that things are on that turn.
Mm-hmm.
What was at the top or at the bottom is going to be at the top. So I say that maybe St. Thomas has been held back specifically for this
For a
time
particular
after
reason.
that 400 years
Exactly.
in order to give that resurgence and to actually leave from here and take over the whole island, because I
Or maybe
think
that is why St. Thomas is so behind time. Because
Because
we have ignored our gift.
we have
We have
and
ignored our gift.
some of us have, but it's a preservation. It's not everything you rush and get
rush, yeah,
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking
yeah,
about
because you
generally.
have to
Generally, yeah.
endure.
We have left our gift behind and looking for it somewhere else, and that is
Can
why
you
we are
can you
always.
imagine
No,
us
I
being
don't.
the new frontier of tourism and how devastated, right, it posed? Because the sanctuary, we're talking about the bird sanctuary, the Bowden Moss, these places.
All of this dig down the place and put up
Look at it.
Hotel.
shine
Do
glass
you know
and
how good I feel at times when I have a little pathway that I go
Yep,
in and I
yep.
sit there inside this?
yep,
It's
yep,
rejuvenated.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
because when you come here, you can't be on your own.
No. You put the path through here and put benches along the path. You
Exactly.
just go through there and sit and cock up and listen with the birds
Exactly.
and that sort of thing. Can't be just land and glass.
I went through and said, you know what, that's one of the
Yeah,
reasons I
anyway,
do.
family, I think I've shared, was that 21 minutes with you? I hope you
good.
understand, but it was just giving you
Good.
a bit of a flavor, a bit of an
Yeah.
insight
Girl, don't discharge.
as to where we are.
Put
We're in
path.
I'm gonna
Bowden.
put
And put
path.
benches along
As
the
you can
path.
see, just outside there
I'm
is
on the higher ground now.
the
You know what?
Caribbean
If you
Sea.
wanna
We're
Okay.
amongst
this is the higher
family's
ground now.
family.
Yes.
And these families, as you
Nice
can
view.
But when
see,
you don't lead
takes
and
us
look
all
back,
the
you
way
see it,
back
you know,
to
the
Yeah.
beautiful
the
setting
Congo.
and the
Yeah,
stars and the
Congolese
houses here, there, you see it.
in
Whenever
Africa.
the
When I build
You
it,
know, so manners and respect, my family.
I would like to
Blessed
stand
love.
in